In 1949, the Japanese government released the K-car concept, or what they call the Keijidosha. Now, this was actually to specify the smallest highway legal passenger car that could be made. And over the years, a lot of car companies have come up with their own very interesting concepts. Now, one of my favorite car manufacturers, Toyota, decided to dig in with their ingenuity, and they created this all-new Toyota Agya. But since we're in Ghana and it's spelled A-G-Y-A, can I call it Toyota Eja? Well, your father, my father, everybody's father can fit in this car. My name is Lexus Go. Welcome to the Auto Zone today. I'm rocking with the red spicy Toyota Eja. The Toyota Agya has really got a very easy to handle minimum turning radius, about 4.4. It's way more efficient compared to a few of the other cars in its league. So you see? And that's one of the qualities about the Agya that you will love, maneuverability. You can actually sneak through crevices and fit in very tight spaces on the highway once you're driving the Toyota Agya. So according to the Japanese government, the K-car concept needs to fulfill a few requirements. So we're talking about driving performance, we're talking about the utility, we're talking about the basic function of the car, safety as well, fuel consumption, and my favorite, it's got to be affordable as well. And this Agya is totally affordable. So not only does the Toyota Agya look economical, it is economical. Yeah, fuel consumption, I tell you, it actually has a 1.0 liter engine. 4-speed 1.0 liter engine. I'll take that. Very easy on your pockets. For a very broad 6-foot man like me, I was bothered about space. But this car is actually very spacious. And we're going to check it out. You'd see exactly what I mean. Would you be able to fit in with your wife and 3 children? You certainly would. Let's check it out. If you're bothered about fitting in perfectly in the Toyota Agya, I think you shouldn't worry your head too much. There's a bit of good room for the driver. If you realize I'm not bending my knees too much and I'm not, couching myself in there, I think it's just okay and good enough space to maneuver. Luckily, you have all the controls within your reach, so you could be fine on the highway. Really, this is a very functional car. The good thing is your steering wheel has a few of the volume adjuster controls in here, and you can switch modes and flip between with these arrows right from the steering wheel. But if you want to check out the entertainment system as well, it comes with a 7-inch HD screen, so you can actually access your entertainment. It's a Pioneer too, yeah. And it has a USB port. It comes with a USB port. So there you go. You can actually adjust your volume and controls here. But good thing is it also comes with a remote control. There you go. Yep, the Toyota Agya has a remote control in here. So there you go. Oh, is that Joy FM you're listening to? Yeah, that's Joy FM we're listening to. Okay, so there you go. You've got a little bit of a functional entertainment system for you in the Toyota Agya. Touchscreen, quite modern. So you're getting some bit of modern pizzazz with a very affordable touch to it. Yeah. So let's check out the space in the back seat for the passengers in the back. Of course, we realize that there's enough space in the front for the driver and the passenger, but what about those in the back? Well, how much leg room do I have? I think I have good enough leg room in the back and some good enough headroom. not so much for the back seat. I realized that I think you've got a little bit more in the front than the back, but you're fine in here. So how much luggage space do you have in the boot of this car? Let's check it out. There you go. This is big enough to fit in probably 3 or 4 suitcases, minus this leg, of course. You should be able to fit in 3 or 4 suitcases and a whole bag of groceries and some cartons of beer. So the Toyota Agya is really a thing of beauty. You can check out the projected LED lamps sitting on top of this lower 3-dimensional lower bumper that is also fitted with some fog lights for you, and it gives it that sporty look as well. So if you want to actually rock some sport on the highway, you've got a perfect machine to do that. So the sporty nature of the Agya is perfectly demonstrated in this lower front bumper, which has the aerodynamics angles really perfectly placed in there, leading all the way through this streamlined finishing to the spoiler here at the back, giving it the stability and strength that it needs. Now it's also rocking a 14-inch aluminum rim, which makes it very perfect. It's a diamond cut aluminum rim, which makes it very perfect for stability on the road and strength, and also a little bit of a sign of luxury in here. So we are very much aware that you need to make sure your car goes through the periodic maintenance to give it a longer lifespan, right? But what really goes into periodic maintenance and general repairs? Today we decided to pitch camp here inside the automotive showroom of Toyota Ghana Limited. Mr. Richard Anane is the head of training. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good.
All
sir.
good?
Yes, sir.
All right, so today we want to understand the difference between general maintenance, the periodic maintenance, and repairs, general repairs. So give us a little brief on the periodic maintenance.
Yeah, so periodic maintenance is actually a maintenance schedule that has been prepared by the manufacturer.
Okay.
So the car is made up of so many parts. And you know, as this car is used and these parts are working, they will need to be replaced because they cannot last forever.
Yeah.
So the manufacturer estimates that maybe the oil filter, the engine oil will be consumed or will not be effective within a particular period of say 5,000 kilometers or 3 months after usage.
Okay.
So you need to change it with that period. Other parts like the brake pad, the spark plug, the air cleaner elements all have periods that they need to be cleaned. So all these things are put together into a schedule by the manufacturer. So we go according to that schedule, and that's what we do when your vehicle comes for maintenance.
Okay.
Yes.
And what goes into, so what's the difference between general maintenance and the general repairs?
Yes, so for maintenance, the car is not broken down. The car still works. But we are putting in this action to be able to restore the car, make sure the car continues to operate. But for repairs, maybe the car has broken down or it's no more functioning as before. There's noise, vibration, or loss of power. So in that case, we need to carry out the repairs. So repair has to do with when a fault has been found or a vehicle has developed a fault. Yes.
What are the things that goes into the periodic maintenance? What are the elements and the things you actually focus on? Earlier you mentioned brake pads or oil filter and whatnot. Are those the things?
Yes, so the maintenance items, first is the engine oil. Yes, it's a chemical that cleans, it seals in the engine, it actually also cools the engine and lubricates the engine. And they cannot do this for all the time. it has a limit. After the time is due, usually in Toyota it's about 5,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Or 3,000.
Okay.
Then it has to be changed. The air cleaner, the oil cleaner. There's a cleaner that also cleans the oil, and that one also needs to be replaced because as it's cleaning, all the debris, all the dirt that is gathering, is cleaning, gets accumulated inside the filter. So after a period of time, it needs to be taken out and a new one installed.
Okay.
Yes. So we're talking about the oil, engine oil, the oil filter, the air cleaner, the air that goes into the engine. The engine breathes like the way we all breathe. And the air that goes inside must be cleaned. Otherwise, if it goes with the dust into the engine, these dust particles will wear the engine out very quickly. So we need a cleaner to also clean the air. And once it's cleaning, it also gets to a limit that it will be blocked. So it needs to be cleaned. The cleaner has to be cleaned for some time, and then it's being replaced.
Okay. Okay.
So we also have components like the transmission oil, which also does control the transmission. After a while, it needs to be inspected whether the quality is okay. If not, we have to either adjust the level or change it altogether. The spark plug is also key because it also delivers high heat to burn the fuel. And imagine it's like fire, always generating heat at high temperatures. So over a period of time, it is going to wear out. So we need to inspect it and then if possible, replace it. Nowadays, the ones that we have, we don't even need to clean them. We rather need to inspect to some level and then we change them. Usually after 2 years or 1 year, depending on the usage, it has to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good stuff. Now, why would you advise anybody to not just pitch camp at a roadside mechanic for maintenance, but probably come to a workshop like Toyota Ghana Limited to get their car maintenance done?
Thank you very much for this question. First thing is that the parts. Today, the automobile market is flooded with so many parts. And most of the garages you find outside are not using the genuine parts. So it's not every part that you see Toyota written on it that is a Toyota genuine part. In fact, we at Toyota, if you bring us those parts, that is it genuine or not, we can't tell. And that is what is on the market. It's very affordable, but it is going to damage your car slowly.
Okay.
But if you come here, you are sure that you are getting genuine parts installed on your vehicle, and that will keep your vehicle a very long time. In fact, maintenance is a cheaper way of maintaining your vehicle. If without very good maintenance, you are just piling for yourself a huge repair bill in the future. So when it comes to us, we have the good parts, we have the technical skills, and then we also have the repair manual that is needed for the repairs. We have the repair manual to be able to help resolve. These cars are very sophisticated and you cannot work on it by experience. You need to consult the repair manual for every detailed repair on it.
Okay, well, good stuff. Now you know what you've got to do. You have all the 411. You know why you need to bring your car to the workshop and get the professionals to handle it with care.